Hi everyone and welcome to Gather No Moss. Hope you're all doing great. As you can see, I'm a little bit more dressed up than I normally am. Winter jumper, scarf. It is winter here in Spain at the moment and we've got torrential rain. We've had torrential rain for over this last week and it really hasn't stopped. So sometimes when you're living in Spain, in the winter time, you do get rainfall, which we all want and we all need. We need it for the crops, we need it for the reservoirs. So we do know it's about to come. But when it does rain, it really rains here. So some of you will have been seeing on the news about the floods, because our land here isn't really made for taking lots and lots of rain. So we have ramblers here and they take the majority of the water and take it down to the sea. But obviously, because we've had so much water, it can really cause problems. Anyway, not here to talk about loads of problems that we're having in Spain, but I thought what you would be interested in is for anybody that's thinking of coming over to live in Spain, what do we do in the winter when it gets colder? Well, because most of our life in the summer is outside life. What do we actually do? What sort of things do we do? And Colin and I still quite like to keep active and do stuff. So we will do cycling if the weather permits, the odd sort of dip in a cold sea, if the weather permits. But a lot of the time we spend our time doing jobs on the house, doing jobs in the garden, and we both enjoy doing a bit of crafting. So I thought it would be nice to show you some of the things that we've started off with, like a big pile of pallet wood, and then some of the things we've made. I also really enjoy doing mosaics. So again, some of the different things that I've done with mosaics, and just show you what we're creating really. So just so that you can see that there's something different going on when you do have a life in Spain. It's just not all beach, sea and sightseeing. There are lots of other things that you can be doing, and there are lots of things that we do. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it maybe will encourage some people to have a little go themselves. Any questions, please ask. And yeah, I'll go through a few things as I'm showing you what we've been doing. So when I first started mosaicing, I made this great big Mexican mirror. It really was a great project. I also did this plant pot, which was an aquarium scene, and that's travelled around the world with me. When Colin and I got together, I started teaching in mosaics, and we did these two little restorations on side tables, just as a little practice really, and they are still in the house here in Spain as garden furniture. Colin really started his love of making wooden furniture when we moved into our apartment in Latchford before moving out to Spain, and he sanded this table down and polished it with wax and really reflected the Latchford locks and fits very nicely within the apartment. We also went walking. We found this piece of driftwood, and Colin managed to wax it in a tinted wax, and we'd had mussels the evening before, and I cleaned all the mussel shells up and put them in a little bit of a design there with some mosaic glass at the back of it and some sea glass, and that's a lovely decoration and just reminds us of the times. Actually, it was during COVID when we were walking along and doing lots and lots of walks along the canal. So yeah, this was a nice little remembrance of that. Along the theme of the wood and doing another joint project, we did this one this year. I saw this tree trunk that was up for sale, so I managed to buy it off a lady for €10, and Colin sanded it all down and waxed it. It took a bit of time actually. He had to fill in, as you can see there were some little holes, but we wanted to keep the essence of the tree trunk really. And then I decided to do a mosaic pattern, and I wanted something really nice and bright and eye-catching, so I did all of this and kept again the shape shape of the top of the tree trunk. We weren't bothered about it being a regular shape, and just put lots and lots of symmetric shapes within that and lots of different colours. So we were really pleased with the way this turned out. It needed black grout in it to make all the colours pop, and also I had to obviously seal it quite a lot because it was going to be outside on our front balcony and used as a little side table. But I think we've had lots of people wanting ones of these, and I think it worked out really well. So this is one of the shelving units that Colin's made for one of our bedrooms, out of the pallet wood. We just wanted something to put some little books on and some little knickknacks and keepsakes. So this one is done in a darker tint, and he's slightly waxed this so that it has a bit of a sheen on it. But as you can see, you get lots of nice little shelves. We quite like this rustic look, and I think it just looks nice on the wall and serves its purpose really well. So that's one of the shelves. So the other shelf unit that Colin made, we wanted it in its raw condition a little bit more. So he sanded it down quite a lot and then just varnished it. So yeah, again, it doesn't take long, but we like it because they're unique and really useful sets of little shelves. Another area in our garden when we arrived was this abandoned shower area. We installed a solar shower, so this area I thought was crying out to be mosaicked. So I started doing what I was calling a wave and sea project, and I really was just inspired by the lovely blues, the colour of the sky, the sea that we had. I was actually mosaicing this throughout the whole of July and then to the start of August. It took me about 6 weeks to actually plan it, lay it all out and finish it. So it was really a labour of love, but I knew that it would be quite stunning and make the garden look really unique. So it's finished, sealed this morning when it was a bit cooler, and polished. So as you can see, all grouted. I've got a layer of glass tiles down there. That's Gus adding his little say to it all. But yeah, and down the bottom I've added some really beautiful little shells there and the sandstone. So that is my wall mosaic finito. Got to do the bottom bit of the shower now. I'm going to put a little succulent garden at the bottom there, so I'll put some pictures on when I've finished. But yeah, the labour of love at last is finished. So here's my latest mosaic. It's my idea of the tree of life, or the heart of the garden, and as you can see, the centre is a beautiful mirrored orangey brown trunk and branches, and then all around it are lots of flowers, ladybirds, bees, butterflies. It's surrounded by a sparkly silver surround. Was formerly a mirror, that's what I've done it on, based it on a mirror, so it's fully waterproof. It could go in the garden or be nice in a porch that gets some sunshine. This is actually filming now without any sunshine whatsoever, so you can see how sparkly it is without the sunshine. I have done a couple of photographs in the sunlight as well. So this is our little low table that we've made from the pallet wood, and as you can see, we've painted it like the lovely blue colour that we like. It's probably from my time in Greece actually. It's like an Aztec blue. And then what I've done is infilled all of the gaps, the two gaps in the table with lots of shells and beads and all different shells I've collected throughout my travels. There's some stuff from New Zealand there. There's a couple of little glass fish in there. Where's the other one that I've also found? And then lots of lovely shells. Some of these are from the Maldives, just all over, and I've been collecting these for ages and managed to get enough with my mosaic beads to make that really nice. So that's the end of our crafting projects. I hope you've found it interesting having a little look at what we've made out of all types of wood, whether it be driftwood, pallet wood, all things that we've collected over the times, on my shells, the mosaic beads and tiles that I've bought, mussels, shells, all sorts of different things. And I'm always looking for a little project. I really enjoy spending my time working on these things, particularly during the winter when the weather isn't quite as nice and we don't have loads and loads of visitors. And it's really nice that Colin and I can actually work together. He prepares the wood and builds the items, and then I generally do the decorating. So if you've enjoyed this, please have a look at the rest of our vlogs that we've done about our life in Spain. We are starting to do some more travelling soon, and please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. That would be really good, and thank you very, very much.